Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to week 4, day 1 of Guild Wars. This week is going to be a bit annoying. It is Purple Day, but this entire week is going to have 25% bonuses on Beasts, and we already know with the Forest Guard and Cabarrus team, it's been used a lot. Been seeing a couple Spirit Fox I've heard, and I've even had it on my first battles, so we'll see what we'll do against all these beasts. There isn't really an excessively good beast counter out there. There's only the one from Grim Woods and that Chupacabra thing that was added from the Suncrest Kingdom, which isn't really that good either. But we'll go see what our first battle is. Well, I already know what it was. I peeked. But we have 3 teams made. My normal purple cleanse team, the pure purple team that has a little bit more defensive, kind of like the middle ground. And I have a full-blown Impervious team that I made that works for both red and purple day, as you can see. Though you can build it out of just any, really, all Impervious. As long as you have 1 Carnex and 1 Elamagrim, I think you can get away with it. Wolfgarrick is a good majority of the damage in this particular team, though. But whenever we're up against the Forest Guardian Cabarrus team, I'm probably going to use this. It has 0 summon, but we should be able to spam the Carnex enough that nothing dies whenever we go up against it. But we're up against Spirit Foxes with the, of course, Death Knight class in the lead. Pretty sure Death Knight class is the only class that's ever really used in Guild Wars, but we'll throw this. We have the Cleanse for it, we have one with Impervious, we have our Summon, and we have our Devour. Have a little bit of everything, but as I mentioned, of course, yeah, all beasts have 25% this week. It's going to be very, 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 very annoying, but we'll see what happens, and we'll start with the basics for now. Just need to make sure we keep a cleanse for when the Death Mark procs, and go on from there. So, let's see what we can do. Okay, so right off the bat, we'll go and take the brown into the green. I believe we use every color. I don't see why we wouldn't be here. Let me see. Brown, purple, red. Yeah, we use every color. Oh, we definitely use every color. So there we go, that'll be fine. And of course, every single time we get an extra turn is really nice because we not only get the attack reduction, we're also getting the 3 damage onto all of them. I don't know for sure if I should go for skulls. I should probably just bait them out, go for the yellow instead. Ooh, also, I just realized that now too. We are using Herdmaster against Spirit Foxes. This isn't too big a deal, but there will be a lot less explosions, particularly for the very first explosion there. But we'll go for some green. He can't drain both of them, and he might even go for the Spirit Fox drain instead. I mean the Kraken, but that's weird. It went all the way for our Elamagrim. Guess our actually yeah, our Elamagrim did have the highest mana, so I guess that makes sense. I feel like I shouldn't just leave the skulls like that, but we'll do that. Throw down the Kraken. He'll take the skull. Hopefully get the extra turn, and then we should have enough board clear to be able to do a Herdmaster off of it. Well, we do miss the extra turn, but we do get to Devour, so I guess that works out. But he'll drain our cast right there once he gets a chance. Looks like our Herdmaster is going to get extremely close to dying, which I guess doesn't matter too much because, as I said, he is using Spirit Fox, so he's just removing all of the yellow from the board anyways, whereas Amnesia can aim at... He just really loves aiming at Elamagrim, gosh. Whereas Amnesia can aim at anything. Well, there's literally no yellow on the board, so we can't use Herdmaster until we get more board clear going. And, well, there's 1 yellow, but of course we're not going to use it for 1 explosion. That would be a complete waste. Mainly going to hold it at this point just to use to cleanse off his hero ability, if he can even live that long. Would be great. Though we're reducing attack enough that as long as we just deny his green and purple, we should be fine. Brown, I guess I could deny too. As far as skulls, I think we can just leave the skulls there for distraction purposes at this point, since he has such a low attack. They're almost doing nothing, and soon we'll be able to get it to the point where it literally does nothing. Yeah, there we go. 3 attack, 1 more time, and his skulls will do nothing as long as he doesn't hit a critical. So 4 on the board, and I am so tempted just to throw it. We will need to make sure we get his mana back up again, but we can easily do that with something like an Amnesia or that random purple right there, so perfect. And yeah, let's throw Kraken number 2, see if this one can Devour. If it doesn't, not going to be too big a deal. Okay, didn't get an extra turn or to Devour. So there's Spirit Fox. There's a Skull Distract though. But unless I can take brown or red. There we go, never mind, there's a brown. So we'll go do that, take Elamagrim, he'll use Spirit Fox, we'll then use one of our, or never mind, he'll use the Skull, then we'll use Elamagrim. So we'll throw this down. Should get the kill there, right? Yeah, good. So now we can Kraken, and then that just leaves the hero with death mark, which means we won't actually die to the death mark, because if we finish with him death marking, there's not a single chance for him to be able to even attempt to get the 10% kills on us. So, wow. Both of their attacks are pretty much 0 now. That's nice. We do have Kraken. We did deny some of the blue there off the Cascade. Still a really good board to throw it on. We have no chance to Devour since we killed the last slot. Whenever you kill the last slot with Kraken, it can't actually get a Devour proc, unfortunately, which I guess they did for balance reasons. It's a little bit of a weird synergy thing, because it's one of the only troops that can Devour that, if you end up killing with the damage itself off the ability, won't actually have the capability to Devour. But there we go. First battle down. Let's see what we have. I'm kind of curious if we can get the Cabarrus team, because I really do want to try the Impervious team against it. Ooh, double famines. That can definitely be annoying. A lot of things I use on purple days tend to not be as good against it. Well, for one, this Impervious team definitely cannot be used against it. That'd be horrible. But even a team like this, problem is we don't really have a kill option, particularly for the second one that we can put in. And I don't believe the other purple team has one either, unless we just start plowing them down with Keeper of Souls, but then we risk our Karnex kind of being at risk. I think I may actually go for this one though, because we're not going to kill his hero. His hero is in a pretty safe spot, because we'll likely skull spam the first two, Kraken kill the last one, and then that will leave his hero for last. So I think we will go down this route. We also have one Impervious if worse comes to worse, though we need to get a super quick Karnex that doesn't get blocked by Scion to be able to get away with this. That, or we need to try going for Amnesia mana, which almost makes me feel like I want to go with this team. But we're not going to need to cleanse from Herdmaster, so that I feel like that'd be a slight waste if we do end up going with that. So, not to mention the purple will actually feed right into him. So I think we will stick with the pure purple then, go for this one, and just focus on trying to get Amnesia mana, and then either just do the Karnex if there's not that many skulls on the board. Preferably I would want to go Karnex. I'm just a little bit scared of what Scion may end up doing to us, but we can get a quick kill on it with Keeper of Souls, assuming that we can actually get the Karnex off. So we will run with this. And I'm always really paranoid about this. It is purple day, right? Yes. And there we go. So let's go throw it down. Yeah, hopefully they don't have a bunch of people doing this in their guild. I did see some of my guild mates mention that they do have quite a few famines, so that's annoying. I hate having to face famine with exploders. So it's one of the exploders' biggest counters. That and Queen Mab if they don't have Impervious. But we'll go, and wow, we actually surprisingly got Kraken up first. That was not one I was expecting to get the mana on first, but I'll take it. Because that can actually feed us blue into our Amnesia as long as we don't miss. If this does miss, that could be a little annoying, because that will give his Scion a upper hand. But we get the Devour very first shot. We get full mana. That is a very, very nice lead right there. Wow. Actually, you need to be careful using Kraken again, because we will get death marked if we do. I need to try getting our skull spam up, as well as just killing out this Scion, which is only one shot away. So we'll go and start working on that. Need to make sure I don't kill that hero. So I'm not even going to bother throwing this down. I'm just going to try getting the last bit of Keeper of Souls mana, kill out the famine, and then we can start casting on it, because I don't want to risk any of the Devours. If it kills our summoner, we lose points. So I don't want to lose those points. So not even going to bother with that. Going to pretend we don't even have the mana. Take that purple real quick. It's a little bit of damage. I don't know if it's actually going to matter at all, but might as well take it. Oh, we already got Keeper of Souls. Did we throw this at blue? I think we do. Let's go do it. We get a free turn over there. We get the extra turn over here. And then we have another skull over here. And can we get a skull or yellow off the top would be great. Ah, I didn't get either. But we got our Kraken from earlier, so we'll be able to throw that down. Oh wait, 16 HP. I wasn't even paying attention. Gosh, Karnex in your armor tiering, very nice. Keep forgetting he gains so much armor too from his cast. He used to have like a static 5, then they buffed it up to like what, 10 I think or something, and then they buffed it up to actually scale off of magic, which he probably should have always been. But there we go, Kraken for the kill. It doesn't even matter for Devours, and there we go. Nice. So that went a lot smoother than I was initially anticipating. Really, really lucky start there on the Kraken. But there we go, enough to win. And let's see what our third battle is. Tennis. Ooh, okay. Well, let's round 2 this. Except they have a def this time, and I do not have cleanse, though I think it might be a little bit of a waste to Herdmaster it. It's going to be blocked on blue by the Scion anyways. It takes 24 mana. Yeah, so we'll kind of just ignore it. Try killing it with maybe Kraken or something, and go from there. So basically same strategy as last time. Just make sure, or really just this is pretty much the exact. There isn't anything I really need to change too much other than make sure that he doesn't really get the mana on def. So that's just another thing to worry about, I guess. We'll go and start doing the slate pokes to them. So we'll take that, get some yellows, get some brown out of it too. Don't really need the brown initially though. Main mana is when we need when we're first starting off are, well, I guess the Kraken from last time was kind of helpful, but the main ones we actually need are the Carnex and our Amnesia. So, which is kind of funny because I actually have -1 yellow on my Amnesia right now. I don't think it's going to play too big of a role. I'd rather have the quicker Carnex than the normal speed Amnesia. Okay, he's getting some mana there. I really need reds and purples, and we're only 1 mana short, and I am not able... Oh, wait, never mind. There it is. Good job, little flashy thing. Didn't see it all the way down there. Let me just double check. Anything else? Okay, we'll take that. And not too many skulls on the board, but I'm going to have to do it because we need the mana. So we'll just throw it down, see what we end up getting from this. Not full mana on anything. No Cascade at all this time. Not that good. Blue Surge is not enough mana. It'll be 1 short if we end up going for that. We'll just take the brown right there for the extra turn. Some red off the top. Oh, there we go. Some blue. And now it's probably worth taking the blue. Just double checking anywhere that we may go. I actually think I'm going to go with this one. Pretty sure. We can also go for the red and then just Carnex it. You know what? I think I'm going to go down that route. Oh, wait, but that will delay us a turn. Oh, regardless, it delays us a turn. So we'll take the red. And, okay, good. It did not get any kind of mana drain on us. Ooh. That, though, is not good. Really not good. We have 2 options here. Take the skull so he doesn't have a Scion anymore, or explode the board and hope we get an extra turn, and then hope we somehow get... I'm just going to take the skull. There we go. Not going to risk it. Play it safe. So he'll probably kill whatever he touches. Yeah, Keeper of Souls. We still have, we technically have 2 summons because Keeper of Souls has a 50% chance to summon. And now we still have Amnesia. So we're basically starting over again at a 3 versus 3 battle, essentially. So we'll see how that pans out. I will take this blue into hopefully that skull. I didn't take that earlier because I was afraid that Scion may end up getting the skull out of it. But it was safe to do it now since I'm not too worried about a famine getting a skull. I'd actually prefer if we can start skull distracting them. But at this point, we will want to try getting our Amnesia and our Kraken up. It would be really cool if we can get Amnesia too, since we will be using that to get an Inferno King. And Inferno King will help us out in getting the damage that we'll need to actually really kill him out. Because right now we have relatively slow damage, which is definitely not good against double famine. Especially since we're going to be accumulating a very large mana pool here as we go through. So let's see, we don't use brown anymore. Well, guess we'll just have to settle for the purple and hope for a blue off the top. Not enough mana for our Carnex though, which is making it go a little bit slower. And browns we can't use, browns we can't use. And that is all the options. So we'll try this on a green Cascade. And we don't get it, though we do give him the option to take green. And there goes the def marks. We do have one thing with immunity to it, but still relatively scary. I can't really take the greens either, because if I take the greens, even if we surge like we just did, we're 1 mana short, but kind of have to. Don't really have a choice there. Didn't have too many options. Ooh! Ow! Amnesia died. You know, wait. It's Purple Day. You know what? I don't think we've won a Purple Day ever. Like the first 5 wins on a Purple Day. It's like the Purple Day curse for me, where I can never win on a Purple Day. Figures. We'd get that on our very first battle of the week. The Purple Curse. Well, at least we cleansed on the Kraken, so we still have a chance of winning. It's not over yet. But we did, of course, lose 2 troops at minimum, or 3 actually. If we don't get Karnex off soon, or, well, he's going to die regardless. It doesn't really matter if we could do anything with him, and he's still going to manage to die there. So, yeah, he only has 1 HP. He dies next turn. So, we got to solo this with a Kraken, which actually isn't impossible. It's hard, not impossible. And how much damage is that? 20 and the 25% of that. So, that's not going to be enough, no. Nah, next goal will be enough, but this initial one will not. But we'll go take that. That will bring it in one-shot range, though, if we can get another skull on it. If we can get Devour, we'd be in a pretty okay spot. The only thing we'd have to worry about then would be the Death Mark chance, of course. Just trying to find our colors. I'll do it right there since we have a chance for the green or the purple. And we get the green. Of course, it's taking blue off the board. How annoying. As we do need as many blues on the board as possible. If we can Devour here, we'll have an okay chance. If not, then... okay, good. So, we're still in this. We'll just take a skull, and then we just need his ability up one more time. Or 2 skulls and 1 ability is what we need. Though he will be able to get 1 death off. This battle will come down to, will he actually Death Mark kill us, or will he not? So, I want to try not to take blues, though. The more blues I leave on the board, the more he'll just be able to use. That's a bit annoying. I think I'll just actually take this red all the way over here. I'm trying to set up something for this board. All of the board really has is giving him blue at the moment. But, because he's going to be denying all the manas whenever we can take them. But we'll try for there. Didn't get the purple. And he'll use Def, of course. It comes down to if he defs or not. Or gets a kill on that. Okay, 1 turn down. Safe. Where can we even remotely try to get mana? Guess we can do that. Hope for an extra turn on red. Don't get it. Oh, it's starting to get famine up too. That's going to be really annoying. It could beat us to full famine mana before we can get the Kraken. Never mind. We got the Kraken. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Okay, we got this. Come on. Come on. Do this. Get an extra turn and skull somehow. Oh, the Devour. We got it. Wow, that was close. Wow. Never mind, this might be... wait, did we win Purple Day on the very first week? I don't know. I know we lost it on the 2nd and 3rd week. But, oh, come on, please. We can win it this time. Of course, we did lose some troops, but come on. We got this. Just 2 more battles. Let's win the Purple Day for once. Okay, 2 more. Emigul. Oh, here's the team I wanted to test against. Though he has Creeping Death, I need to try killing that as quickly as possible. Now, let's try out the new team that I haven't used yet. I have practiced it, though, particularly in last night's stream. Karnex, Wolf-Garrick, Double Elema Grim. Essentially, this team is just put every Impervious you have into one team. Of course, I went with these, as these seem to be the stronger ones, though you could use ones that use more colors. I'm mainly using the Double Elema Grim for the attack reduction. Well, I'm using all of them for Impervious. I'm using the Double Elema Grim for the attack reduction. Karnex because it has, it's pretty much the tankiest Impervious that you can possibly use. This and Behemoth, but this one actually has some skull reduction on it. And we can just keep spamming its ability off the banner to get it more armor. And as long as they don't have true damage, which he doesn't, there's no easy way through it. Which is also why I didn't bother using it with on the Spirit Fox earlier. And this is mainly our main damage source, is the Wolf-Garrick. Even though it barely has any damage off its ability, it does have the ability to Devour whenever it gets a kill. And most of these teams don't run any immunity to Devour, so it'll always get a extra Devour off of it. And it's pretty safe. It may end up losing, like maybe the Karnex once or something. But other than that, it's relatively safe against these all physical damage, kind of like Cabarrus Forest Guardian teams, because you won't be able to get devoured. All will be able to do is a small amount of damage, and things like Death Knight class won't be able to Death Mark you at all. It'll do literally nothing. The main thing I actually have to worry about on this team is the fact that he's using Creeping Death, as it is quite a bit of damage, and it could stack us out depending on how unlucky we get. But let's go do this. Of course, same thing as any Karnex team. Just get the Karnex up first, and then kind of go from there. And it will be a very, very slow mana generation. You would never want to use this against any mana drain. Particularly, you would never want to use this against a famine. It would absolutely be destroyed. They could literally go 1 famine and probably win against this team. But we'll go on the red, go straight into the skull. I do want to kill the hero as quickly as possible due to the weapon that he's using. Normally with this team, I would skull distract like crazy, though I think it is a better objective to try to kill him out first, as that is the main majority of his damage output, just to make sure that we can keep the Karnex alive, and just all of them alive in general. But yeah, We'll just want to poke on the... I think we only use 4 mana? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we only use 4 mana. We're not using yellow, and we're not using blue from the board. So gotta watch out for that. Luckily, he has a giant spider, so maybe he'll actually deny out one of those colors for us. We don't even need to do it ourselves. So, yeah, we'll just take this brown. Very limited on where we can go. Anything that will give us mana is great, even if it gives him something. Actually, I'm not even worried about giving him mana, which is why I don't mind taking these skulls if we can. So there we go, another skull. One more will be enough. I do want to try getting a Carnex off soon. I do need to try taking a move here that will help to not get him an extra turn. So I'm going to take this blue so he can't get that extra turn off the purple there. Oh, but he just gives it him on green. Okay. But we'll see where he goes. Oh, thank you. There we go. Not one of the colors. Oh, wait, was that? Yeah, that was on yellow, wasn't it? That was one of the colors we don't use. Thank you for that, giant spider. I was just mentioning that earlier, how you may assist us. So there we go. Oh, perfect value on the hero as well. Didn't even notice that till just then. We can get the kill into the Devour, and we kill the Cabarrus, even though that didn't really matter. We have immunity to it, so it's not scary at all when we're using this team, but still a nice one to have down. I think the most optimal one would have probably been Forest Guardian or Giant Spider. Forest Guardian mainly because it will delay us the most. Giant Spider mainly because I don't want to have to deal with the summons, which we may still have to deal with, unfortunately. But that's not going to make him win. It's just going to delay the battle, if anything. So let's go for a little bit more there. Good amount of skulls on the board, too. So, oops, I didn't mean to give him a skull. But I guess we'll do that. Actually, I don't mind distracting him at this point. I really want to make sure we get that Giant Spider dead before he can do anything. Oh, we got an Elamagrim. Though in an instance like this, I don't really foresee Elamagrim being too useful. Might save it for the Forest Guardian to anti-cast him, since we can just break all of his barriers with the Elamagrim. I did that the other day too with the Draculus. Instead of, even though Elamagrim isn't true damage, I was using the Elamagrim to break the shields and then letting Draculus cast, which ended up working out okayly. So we'll go take the reds. Yeah, there we go. The skull we need to pop the spider. And now we just have to worry about the final trip. And the Wolf Garrick at this point is pretty useless. Would actually been kind of nice if we could lower it to the point where it was one shot with it. Didn't think we'd get the mana that quick. But we'll go and I guess we'll just throw an Elamagrim, try getting the last little bit of skull damage we need. We can kind of just keep spamming the Carnex if we can get a single skull on the board. Gosh. One skull? Do we even bother? I don't even think I bother. But we do get more armor, which means more damage if we do use the Carnex. But on one skull, I'll probably just use that, or 2 skulls now. I'll probably just use that to pop his shield. So we'll go do that right as soon as he casts. I didn't even bother checking with alignment. Yeah, it's not going to do much. Actually, his alignment, or lack thereof, would actually help us because he creates skulls. So we'll go and explode right there, and hopefully find ourselves a skull, and that will be enough to kill off of. And can we find ourselves a skull? No, but we do have a double cast that will do it for us. So let's try doing the purple first, just to get down that damage, and that is match. All we have to do is now the Wolf Garrick. And yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to seeing this team this week, as it is going to be at least on red and purple days. Or I shouldn't say that. Let me take that back. I'm looking forward to seeing these on red and purple days. Any other day, I'm not quite sure. I don't know if I would still bother using an all-Impervious team on the other day, because I am starting to get tired of the Devour Deathmark stuff. And Impervious is the best way. The problem is there isn't really enough Imperviouses out there to make a good team out of every single pure color. And speaking of that, oh, come on. Scion, Famine, Death, Famine again. Interesting banner, though. -1 on blue, which would make our Carnex-related team better. I don't know if I should go to Cleanse route, because I feel like Carnex wasn't going quick enough the previous time. Slightly tempted to go this route. Slightly tempted. It's either this... Well, we could actually go any team, you know, but... I don't know. I love having Keeper of Souls, though. I wish there was a way to put Keeper of Souls on this team. Well, technically we could replace out Elamagrim, but I found when not using red on this team, that's actually a bit bad, even though we have -1 on it. Mainly because if worse comes to worse, we'll have an Amnesia left that creates Inferno Kings, and then that Inferno King will create red. And if we don't have a red, we have nothing to use that red on. And that's the whole reason for Elamagrim there. And attack reduction, I guess. Hard choice. Very hard choice. I might regret this, but I think I'm going to go for the Herdmaster route this time. We still have one Impervious. We'll go for the Rush Herdmaster. Try getting Kraken mana. Spam it out. He has -1 on the blue, so I'm not worried of spamming the Kraken as much as we can. And we do cover every color with this, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah, every color. And if Herdmaster dies, we still cover every color, same as the previous team. So I guess we'll throw this down. And hopefully this could be our... Is this our first purple? I really need to double check the first week. But it'll be our first purple day win in a while. Even though we did lose a couple troops at one battle. It would be our first 5-0 on a purple day, I do believe. So we'll go move that down. And not really too much out of the Cascade. Do need, of course... Oh! There's one thing I forgot about, though. Which may be bad. I kind of... Well, he does have quite a bit of magic. But he can reduce our magic. For the few initial times, it won't really make a difference. Everything after it hitting about like 3 or 4 times will start to make a pretty drastic difference though. But at least we're getting an okay start. So we'll throw down the Herdmaster, get the mana generation that we need, see where that brings us. Oh, almost full mana on everything, nice. Oh, and we get the skull? Oh no, but he gets the counter skull. That's a bit annoying. Ooh, that's actually really annoying. I have no immediate way of being able to destroy that. Since he already has some blue, let me throw the Kraken. We get the extra turn, nice. Another extra turn. We get our Amnesia. Do we throw Amnesia? No. We use Grim, and then the only thing we get is the drain off of our Amnesia. So we'll throw that, get the 32 damage. Oh, I wish that was enough damage. That would have been amazing. Oh, it would have been if we could have gotten an extra turn into an extra turn. Ah, so close. Oh well. But there goes the Scion. I really need to get that Scion killed. Only 4 HP, and it's going to be so annoying with that 4 HP. But we'll go just start getting our mana rebuilt. Famines actually have no mana at the moment, which is somewhat surprising. Let's see. We'll take the green into green. Start getting Kraken ready. If I can double extra turns somehow, that would be enough to kill it. Though I do not see any openings to even attempt extra turns, unless he messes up really bad. Where to go? Oh, hello, extra turn. Oh, there we go, Herdmaster for the kill. That will be enough. So we'll do that now just to make sure it dies. I would ideally use the Kraken now if that was already dead. But I need to make sure that dies just to make sure it doesn't... Like, if it would have taken that skull, that would have completely drained him right there. Actually, speaking of taking that skull, I think I'm going to take that skull. Because if worse comes to worse, we can Grim to kill out his famine now before it gets full mana. So we should be in a pretty good position at this point. Was expecting this to be slightly harder, but whenever you get a good start like that, it's pretty easy to curve out in front of them and just keep looping. And that worked out pretty nice. So we'll throw the... Oh, can we actually Grim for a triple kill? That is insane. I haven't seen that for a while in Guild Wars. Oh no, yeah, 32. That's way more than enough. Even his base value, I think, is 26. So yeah, we have all 4 troops. Well, final battle went easier than the other one, even though it was like the exact same team pretty much. I think it was because we went the Herdmaster route instead of the Karnax. Karnax is a little bit towards the slower side. Of course, 12 mana is a pretty huge difference between 15, as you can easily 2-turn 12 mana if you get lucky, or 3-turn it. Whereas 15 mana can, at minimum, will end up taking you 3 turns, more towards like 4 or 5 many times. And with a Scion there, that can be a bit dangerous. But there we go. Our first purple win in a while. We did lose some troops there, so of course we didn't get the full points, but really that wasn't too big a difference. I don't even know why I worry so much sometimes about having a full team. Well, it does matter more towards the final battles because you lose a lot more points, but for losing 3 troops in the 3rd battle, we only lost 180 points, so compared to losing an entire battle, I guess that wasn't too bad. But yeah, a purple day. It was a purple day. Haven't gotten a win on one for ages. Our score is like so far behind because we have so many people not battling yet. But yeah, that'll wrap it up for today. If you guys have any other questions about the Guild Wars or anything, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.